Moving on to the next startup experience that you have, can you also talk about your internship that you're doing right now? It's also at a startup, right?
Yeah. Well, although it's in a startup, it's in a startup in a later stage, so they already have more than 1,000 people working there,
Oh,
and
really?
apparently this is still a startup nowadays.
Okay.
And yeah, I would say the dynamics are a little bit different than a regular startup, and most of it is also being biased now because we are under this COVID thing, and we are mostly working from home. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, the interesting part of this job now is that it's being remote from the beginning, and this is actually the first 100% remote experience that I have,
Ah,
and it's totally interesting. It's totally interesting to be working every day and to be connecting with people that you haven't met, that you have never met,
yeah.
and try to coordinate work and build something together. So yeah, so far, what can I say about them?
So, can you talk
Yeah,
about the a bit about the work you're doing? Maybe not too much detail, but just an overview. And also, by the way, what is the company called, right? That's
yeah,
important.
okay, cool. So yeah, there at Databricks, I'm working again with web development,
Yeah.
and then I'm using React to deliver some front end features, and these features they are based in some Scala code, which is something cool. It's a programming language that I have never had professional experience before, and it's biased towards some functional paradigms which are very interesting and cool to learn something new. And yeah, so the work that I'm doing is more or less related to using these technologies and to deliver some features. And yeah,
Okay. And what's the size of the team that you're working in?
yeah, actually, that's a very interesting thing, I believe, because overall, like when you work, so in the startup that I was working before, the team was composed by 10 people. In
Yeah.
the startup that I'm working now, the company has 1,000 people or like a huge number, but the teams usually they are as small as a startup. So
Yeah.
the teams they own a part of the product, and that's it. That's all they care about. Maybe the major difference between bigger and smaller companies is that in a smaller company you will own more parts of the product, but overall probably your product will be smaller. And if you're working on a
Hmm.
bigger company, you will own like a whole part of the product, and the product probably is huge, but you own that piece, and that's yours. And
Ah,
on that regard, your team, both teams, the team in the bigger place and the smaller place, they will have roughly the same size. So the team that I'm working on now, I think we are 7 or 8 people. So my team now is even smaller than the team working on my previous startup was.
yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
So, can you talk a bit more about the differences between working in a startup and in a bigger company? So there are
yeah,
three things actually. So the working in a startup, in a bigger startup, and in a big company actually, if that's the right way to put it, because like
okay,
the current startup that you're working in, it has 1,000 employees. So
yeah, not so startup anymore.
yeah.
Yeah. Let me think. Okay, so well, one thing that the startups, the smaller startups, they don't have, and bigger companies have, at least during this phase that people are doing their internships, the projects on bigger companies for the internships are they usually have a really well defined scope.
Mhm.
So like you're not experimenting things, you're not trying out things. Usually your internship is time limited, so people have 3 months, sometimes 4 months, sometimes 6 months, but it's the time is very well defined, how much time you're going to be working there. And for that reason, your time has to be efficiently spent, and the projects on that sense have to need to have a well-defined scope. And on the other, like this has different pros and cons. But on the other hand, the startups, when you start there, they don't have this flexibility of having a really well-defined project because they simply several times they don't know exactly what should be a really well-defined project that an intern could do in order for us to ship to our customers. Because at least if you are an intern, let's say that you're working, I don't know, full time in this internship, possible internship, probably you'll be working a little bit less, but this company has 10 people. You're 10% of the workforce that they have. And you can't, and most of the things that the smaller company is doing is trying out things and try to validate the ideas that they have. They can't give you something that is not essential to leaving the product. So you definitely work on essential things to be included there. So I believe this is awesome on this regard. You are really having the chance of working on something that very likely will make its cut to the end customer. And it's something that actually the end customer really needed. Probably it's part of a core feature of the product. On the other hand, when you are working on some place bigger, you'll be working on whole features. You'll be working on some really interesting things as well. But very likely in the beginning of your career, very likely in the beginning of your internship, you won't be working on things that are so core to the success of the company. Because simply, it wouldn't be wise from the company to put something that is so essential for their success on your hands. Because
Yeah,
you're
on
there sometimes.
giving something really important to just an intern.
Yeah. And on the other hand, it doesn't mean that the intern projects on those companies won't be something meaningful.
Yeah,
It's, of course, very likely it will also be something meaningful, but it won't be something that is detrimental to the success of the company overall,
yeah.
which is something that might be the case for a smaller startup.
Yeah, so for a smaller startup, basically you get to see your results. You get to see your results reaching the customers, and you get a better sense of contribution from your work. Whereas even though uh, you get to see your results as well, reaching in some form to the customers, but it would be at a much smaller scale in a way, because you simply cannot have that many responsibilities in a bigger company. The work has to be distributed more evenly, so to say.
Yeah. I believe there are two things. There are two ways of measuring your impact. Probably you can measure your impact with respect on the amount of the percentage of customers that you are actually impacting with the things that you are developing, or you can measure your impact on the total number of customers that you are affecting. And
Okay.
definitely in the bigger companies, you will reach way more customers because they have more customers. And
Yeah.
there's no way around. Even though your feature maybe is smaller, you impact several people using that. So if there are several people using that, it should be more reliable and it should be very stable. So that all those customers, they are not affected by what you're building and they actually have an improved experience. And if you are working in a smaller place, then okay, maybe your feature will impact 10 customers or 20 customers overall, but those are all the customers that we have. And
That's
this
right.
is this is everything. You're impacting 100% of your client or of your customers base. That's also an insane impact,
Yeah.
and also something very cool and to measure and realize. Okay, what do I want more as of now? Because those things change over time. Which kind of impact do you want to have more? And I think, you gotta choose what you want now.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting way of defining impact. You can either have an impact on the percentage of customers, or the number of customers. Like in a bigger company, you probably will be targeting a smaller percentage of the total customers, but the total customers is huge. Total number of customers is huge. And in a smaller company, maybe yeah, you are impacting uh, 20 customers, and 20 customers are all there is. So it depends on how you want to make an impact. I mean, yeah, there are two different ways of contributing, and both are equally important. I mean, depends on uh,
Both are equally cool.
personal choice. Yeah.
Yeah.